Be knowledgeable of the cultural stereotypes that can lead a person to depression, anxiety, and lack of success. For example, a kid that's not pronounced word correctly might get teased all the time and maybe get depressed, get anxiety from that, and get low test scores. You must be knowledgeable. There's not just one person like that. There are plenty of kids just like that. So take that knowledge and realize that, hey, I'm not the only one here.
Aside from being knowledgeable of the cultural stereotypes, the young students should also have their voice heard because it matters. The students should also have their own experiences and their own knowledge valued. Even though they have very little knowledge or experience because of their age, it should still be valued because it's very important for their voice to be heard, so they feel important and so they know that they are valued.
It's also important to take action. What's the point of getting an education if you're not going to use it? So let's say you're majoring in ethnic studies. Like, what's the point if you're not going to be involved in ethnic communities?
What's the overall message then?
Taking action with the cultural knowledge that you have creates a voice
that leads to change and a more successful future.
You can't just work hard in life and expect things to go your way. Working hard in school isn't always enough. There are certain factors that affect your ability to become successful in the institutions of higher ed.
For example, some students of color attending school might have less access to resources more privileged schools have. Like, there might not be enough tutors that don't understand the experiences you've been through in order for you to understand the material.
So this would be known as myth of meritocracy.
At an elementary level, the plain and simple fact is, there is a system in place that puts some students above others. Andy, why don't you tell us about that?
Well, thank you, George. Well, you see, the myth of meritocracy is an ideological system that states individuals are rewarded for their effort, when in fact, there is a system of advantages that are given to certain groups of people that aren't earned, but they're just inherited through their position in society by their skin of their color or through their economic status, which is quite unfair for you students. So, George, what do you think?
Well, I've dealt with the opportunity to deal with the side of problem-posing education, which is using individual experiences to build on knowledge. So basically the students told me of their experiences, and basically through those ideas I told them how they were being impressed or not being impressed, and in turn that's how they learn from me and I learn from them. Manny, how about you?
Well, I've also engaged in problems posing education, but more on the dialogue and action side. When the students at Jackson ask me questions concerning some of the situations they're going through, I give them advice on how to take action and how to move forward. So what we've learned through these experiences is that no matter if you're a student of color, you can still succeed despite the challenges and disadvantages. Andy, tell us more.
Well, through Material Hope, which is provided at these elementary schools, Material Hope provides the resources for these students of color to succeed. For example, at Jackson Elementary, they have a dual immersion program that allows the students to speak Spanish in class, which allows them to learn better. Through this, they have a better resource and a better judgment of their own identity, and they're allowed to have a better chance at succeeding in their education and in life.
Well, basically there you have it, guys. We're thankful for having the opportunity to be involved in the critical engaged learning and work with kids that want to learn from us, and then we learn from them. Again, I'm George.
I'm Andy.
I'm Emanuel.
And thank you guys for listening. Peace.
See you.